7 dangerous fruits seniors should never eat. Hey there, friends. Let me start by sharing a quick story with you. A while ago, I was sitting with my grandmother at the kitchen table, watching her enjoy a slice of watermelon on a warm summer day. I always loved watching her smile while eating fruit, but something felt off that day. After she finished, she complained about feeling bloated and uncomfortable. She was in her late 70s at the time, and like many seniors, she had a few health issues to manage. That's when I realized, even the healthiest, most natural foods can sometimes be dangerous for older adults. I know how much we all want to make sure our elderly loved ones live happy and healthy lives, and food plays such a big role in that. But what if I told you that some fruits, yes, even fruits that we think are healthy, could actually be making things worse for them? Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 fruits that, while delicious, can pose serious risks for seniors. I'm not here to scare you, but I want to make sure you have the knowledge to protect your loved ones. These fruits might seem innocent, but they could cause some unexpected problems, from digestive issues to dangerous medication interactions. So grab a seat, and let's dive into these 7 fruits that seniors should never eat. Trust me, this might just be the most important fruit lesson you'll ever learn. Let's get to it. Part 1. The aging body and its unique needs. As we get older, our bodies go through a lot of changes. We can feel it, right? Things don't bounce back the way they used to. Our metabolism slows down, digestion gets a little slower, and our immune system just isn't as sharp as it once was. It's normal. Aging happens to all of us, but it does make some foods a little harder to process. For seniors, food is more than just fuel. It's medicine. What they eat directly impacts how they feel, how they sleep, and even how they manage chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure. That's why it's so important to understand what might cause harm and what will help. Let's talk about digestion for a second. As we age, the digestive system becomes less efficient. The stomach produces less acid, which makes it harder to break down food properly. It's not just about stomach discomfort. This can lead to nutrient deficiencies, weight changes, and even more serious health issues. So, when we think about fruits, we need to consider how they affect the stomach, the gut, and how they might interact with any medication seniors are taking. Now, fruits, well, we all know they're packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber. But the thing is, not every fruit is created equal when it comes to seniors. Some fruits, especially the ones I'll be talking about today, can have a negative effect, either making digestion worse, interfering with medication, or even causing unexpected health problems. It's important to remember that what works for us in our 20s or 30s isn't always the best choice for someone in their 60s, 70s, or 80s. Every senior's needs are different, and what they eat should be tailored to their unique health situation. With that in mind, let's take a closer look at some fruits that could be a bit too risky for your elderly loved ones. Part 2. Dangerous fruits for seniors. A detailed look. 1. Grapefruit, the hidden danger. Let's start with a fruit that you probably thought was healthy, the grapefruit. It's packed with vitamin C, it's refreshing, and it seems like it should be a perfect option for your elderly loved ones, right? Well, not so fast. Here's the thing. Grapefruit is a fruit that's notorious for interfering with medications. You might not know this, but grapefruit can block an enzyme in the liver that helps break down medications. This means that when someone takes certain medications, especially common ones for high blood pressure or cholesterol, grapefruit can cause those medications to build up to dangerous levels in the body. This can lead to side effects like dizziness, fatigue, or even more severe complications like heart problems. I remember when my grandfather was on cholesterol medication, and he loved having grapefruit juice in the mornings. I had no idea about the potential interactions until a doctor pointed it out to us. It really opened my eyes to how small choices, like enjoying a healthy fruit, could lead to big risks. Takeaway for you. If your senior loved one is taking any medications, especially for heart disease or high cholesterol, it's best to avoid grapefruit or check with their doctor to see if it's safe for them to have. It's a small change that could make a huge difference in their safety. 2. Pineapple. Potential for digestive distress. Next up is the tropical delight, pineapple. Pineapple is sweet, tangy, and packed with vitamin C, but unfortunately, it also contains an enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme can irritate the stomach lining, and for seniors with sensitive digestive systems, it can lead to discomfort like bloating, acid reflux, or even ulcers. I remember my aunt once made a delicious pineapple dessert for my grandmother, who absolutely loved it. But soon after, she complained about feeling a bit off, gassy and uncomfortable. That's when we realized that certain fruits, especially acidic ones like pineapple, can trigger digestive issues in older adults. Takeaway for you. While pineapple is delicious and nutritious, it can cause digestive discomfort for seniors, especially those with sensitive stomachs or existing stomach problems. If you're serving pineapple, consider cutting it into smaller portions and pairing it with something that's gentler on the stomach. 3. Mango, a sweet threat for diabetics. Mangoes are sweet, juicy, and just scream summertime, don't they? But if your loved one has diabetes or struggles with blood sugar levels, this tropical fruit may not be the best choice. Mangoes are very high in sugar, and though it's natural sugar, it still has the potential to cause a spike in blood sugar levels. For seniors with diabetes, this can lead to serious complications, including fluctuating glucose levels, fatigue, and in the worst case, diabetic ketoacidosis. I saw this happen with a friend's father, who ate a mango for a snack without thinking about how much sugar was in it. Not long after, his blood sugar levels skyrocketed. Takeaway for you. If your loved one has diabetes or any condition affecting blood sugar regulation, it's better to opt for fruits with a lower glycemic index, like berries or apples, which won't cause such drastic blood sugar spikes. Small swaps like these can make a big difference. 4. Avocado. Too much fat for some now. Let's talk about something that's often touted as a health food. Avocados. They're packed with healthy fats, which are great for heart health, but for some seniors, especially those who are less active, this can actually be a problem. Avocados are high in fats, and while they're the good kind of fats, they can still contribute to weight gain if not eaten in moderation. Plus, for seniors with digestive issues, the richness of avocados can cause discomfort or even upset the stomach. I remember my uncle, who loved guacamole, started having stomach problems after eating it too often. He had to cut back and focus on lighter, less fatty foods. Takeaway for you. While avocados are super healthy, they should be eaten in moderation by seniors. It's best to balance them with other lighter options that don't overload the digestive system. 5. Papaya, a risk for seniors on blood thinners. Papaya is another tropical fruit that comes with some surprising risks, especially for seniors on blood-thinning medications. While it's full of vitamins and fiber, papaya contains an enzyme called papain, which can interfere with blood clotting. For seniors who take blood thinners like warfarin, this enzyme can increase the risk of bleeding. It's crucial to be cautious with this fruit if your elderly loved one is on these types of medications. I've seen this firsthand with my aunt, who was on blood thinners after a surgery. She loved eating papaya but wasn't aware that it could affect her medication. After a quick discussion with her doctor, we learned that she should cut back on papaya to avoid any potential complications. It was a small change, but one that helped ensure her safety. Takeaway for you. If your loved one is on blood thinners, it's essential to be cautious with papaya. A quick conversation with their healthcare provider can give you peace of mind and ensure they're not at risk of any adverse effects. 6. Bananas, the hidden potassium. Risk bananas are often thought of as a healthy snack, and for good reason. They're rich in potassium, which helps maintain healthy blood pressure and heart function. But here's the catch. For seniors with kidney disease or those on potassium-restricted diets, bananas can actually be harmful. Bananas are packed with potassium, and if the kidneys aren't functioning at their best, they may struggle to process all that potassium, which can lead to hyperkalemia, a dangerous buildup of potassium in the blood. I remember my uncle, who had mild kidney issues, was told by his doctor to cut back on potassium-rich foods like bananas. At first, he didn't understand why, but after learning about how it could affect his kidneys, he made the change. Takeaway for you. If your loved one has kidney problems, it's important to keep track of potassium intake. Bananas, while healthy, can pose a risk in those cases. Consider offering other fruits like apples or berries that are lower in potassium and gentler on the kidneys. 7. Citrus fruits: oranges, lemons, limes. The acidic peril. Citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, and limes are loaded with vitamin C, making them seem like a great choice for seniors. But these fruits are highly acidic, which can cause problems for seniors who suffer from acid reflux, GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, or ulcers. The high acidity can irritate the stomach lining, leading to heartburn, discomfort, or even more serious digestive issues. I recall visiting my grandmother once, and she had just finished a big glass of freshly squeezed orange juice. Within an hour, she was complaining about a burning sensation in her chest, something we later realized was the acid from the oranges irritating her stomach. From then on, we started cutting back on citrus fruits, opting for less acidic alternatives. Takeaway for you. While citrus fruits are loaded with nutrients, they can be hard on the stomach, especially for seniors dealing with acid reflux or ulcers. If your loved one enjoys citrus, try offering them smaller portions or consider switching to fruits that are gentler on the stomach, like melons or berries. Part 3. Healthier alternatives for seniors. After looking at the fruits that can pose risks for seniors, it's important to remember that there are still plenty of delicious and nutritious options out there that are safer and just as satisfying. Let's dive into some healthier fruits that can support your loved one's health without causing unwanted complications. 1. Berries: blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Berries are not only delicious, but they're packed with antioxidants, which are vital for fighting inflammation and supporting overall immune health. The best part: berries are low in sugar, making them ideal for seniors with diabetes or those trying to manage their weight. Blueberries, in particular, are known for their brain-boosting properties, which can help with memory and cognitive function, something that's so important as we age. Strawberries and raspberries are rich in fiber, which helps with digestion and can even lower the risk of heart disease. Plus, they're easy on the stomach, making them a perfect choice for seniors with sensitive digestive systems. I personally recommend adding berries to oatmeal, yogurt, or even smoothies for a tasty, easy-to-digest snack. They're an excellent option for anyone looking for a healthier, safer fruit choice. 2. Apples, peeled. Apples are often referred to as the perfect fruit, and for good reason. They're low in sugar, high in fiber, and packed with vitamins. However, for seniors with sensitive stomachs, it's best to peel the apple first. The skin can sometimes irritate the digestive system, but without it, apples provide a soothing, easy-to-digest snack that supports heart health and keeps blood sugar levels in check. When I was looking for ways to make my grandmother's diet a little healthier, I discovered that peeled apples were one of her favorite snacks. She loved the crisp texture, and the fiber in apples helped her digestive system stay on track without upsetting her stomach. For an extra flavor boost, try adding a sprinkle of cinnamon, which also supports blood sugar regulation. 3. Melons, cantaloupe, watermelon. Melons are not only refreshing, but they're also packed with hydration. These fruits are low in calories and easy to digest, making them an excellent choice for seniors. Watermelon is particularly hydrating due to its high water content, which helps with overall hydration, something seniors often struggle with. Cantaloupe is another fantastic option. It's rich in vitamin A, which supports eye health, and it's gentle on the stomach. Both of these melons are full of vitamins and are easy to cut into bite-sized pieces for a quick, nutritious snack. When my uncle started struggling with dehydration, watermelon became one of his favorite fruits. It not only kept him hydrated, but was gentle on his digestive system and provided a burst of sweetness without overwhelming his body with sugar. 4. Pears. Pears are soft, easy to digest, and packed with fiber. They're also lower in sugar compared to other fruits. making them a great option for seniors who are managing diabetes or those who need to watch their sugar intake. The fiber in pears helps support digestive health and can keep things running smoothly, which is especially important as we get older. My aunt, who was dealing with mild digestive issues, found pears to be one of the gentlest fruits on her stomach. She enjoyed them sliced and paired with a little bit of honey or mixed into a fruit salad. Pears are also a great option for seniors who may have trouble chewing harder fruits. Part 4. Final thoughts. Food as an act of love and care. When it comes to our elderly loved ones, food is more than just a source of nourishment. It's an act of love. Every meal, every snack, is an opportunity to show we care about their well-being. And that's why it's so important to be mindful of what we feed them. As we've discussed, there are fruits that, while healthy in some situations, can be problematic for seniors due to their unique health conditions or medications. But the good news is, by being informed and making small adjustments, we can ensure that our loved ones are eating safely and still enjoying their meals. Food can bring comfort, joy, and connection, and the choices we make about what we put on their plate can make a world of difference. It's not just about finding the right foods, it's about finding what works for each individual and making them feel supported and loved. I know that caring for seniors can sometimes feel overwhelming, but it's also one of the most rewarding things we can do. The small, thoughtful actions we take, whether it's replacing a risky fruit with a safer alternative or preparing a meal that's both nutritious and comforting, can improve their health and bring them the joy they deserve. So, my takeaway for you is this. Food is more than just fuel. It's a way to nurture, to care, and to love. And when it comes to seniors, making informed food choices is an act of deep love and responsibility. Before I finish, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found this information helpful and that it gave you some new insights into how to take better care of the seniors in your life. If you have any stories or experiences to share, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe for more tips on senior health and nutrition. Take care, stay safe, and remember that every little gesture, no matter how small, makes a big difference in the lives of our elderly loved ones. Keep showing them the love, and they'll feel it every single day. Conclusion. A final word of love and responsibility. As we come to the end of this video, I want to leave you with something to think about. Every decision we make for our elderly loved ones, from the food they eat to the care we give them, matters more than we realize. Food isn't just fuel for the body, it's a way of showing love, care, and appreciation. When we take the time to make thoughtful choices, we ensure that our loved ones not only stay healthy, but also feel valued and supported. The fruits we've talked about today are only the tip of the iceberg. As caregivers, we have the power to make a real difference by understanding what's best for our seniors and being proactive about their health. These small adjustments, whether it's switching out a grapefruit for a safer fruit or helping them choose something more gentle on their stomach, can have a significant impact on their well-being. But it's not just about food. It's about being there for our elderly loved ones in every way we can. It's about showing up, asking questions, and being aware of the challenges they face as they age. Whether it's helping them understand what's in their food, assisting with their daily routines, or simply offering a listening ear, every moment counts. I know this journey isn't always easy. There are days when it feels like there's so much to think about, so many risks to manage. But the truth is, the simple acts of care, the little things we do every day, are what matter most. And you, as someone who cares enough to learn and be informed, are already making a huge difference. So, as we close today, I want to encourage you to keep learning, keep caring, and keep showing your love in the ways that matter most. Don't just take this information and forget about it. Use it to make a change in your life and in the lives of those you love. Every step you take to ensure their safety and happiness is a step toward a future where they can feel cared for, cherished, and healthy. Thank you again for joining me today. I truly hope this video has given you some helpful insights and practical tips that you can take home and apply to your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue this journey together. And of course, I'd love to hear from you, whether it's sharing your own experiences, asking questions, or just leaving a comment about how you're going to implement what you've learned. Take care, stay safe, and remember, when you care for your loved ones with thoughtfulness, you are showing them the greatest love of all.